To the end of the road, about to tear this pie up. You can't have a slice, cause my back is wide. This pie is all mine. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, aka La Chelle, aka Michelle. My baby, look at my slippers. Michelle, my baby, look at my slippers. It's Michelle, my baby, look at my slippers. Bah, bah, look at my slippers. Bah, bah, look at my slippers. Look at my slippers. Look at my slippers. Look at my slippers. Beat, bow, look at my slippers. Pop, pop, look at my slippers.
Genira Design Studio.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Lala, aka LaChelle, aka Chelle, aka Michelle, my belle. And I am in edit mode, right? I did not like that initial entry. So what we're gonna do is roll into these contest rules and then the tutorial. Oh, all right, family. So the rules are as follows. It starts 19 Feb 2024, tomorrow, and ends 29 Feb 2024. Remember, this is a leap year this year, so February has 29 days. You must share a picture of a full course meal that you prepared. Presentation is the key. You're going to use the hashtag ABG Master Chef, one big hashtag. You're going to tag the ABG cooking system in your post and then share your stories, posts, and reels to the ABG cooking system IG page. Don't worry, it will all be down below. The winner announcement will be made on 2 March 2024. Remember, y'all, the contest starts on the 19th, ends on the 29th. You're going to prepare your food, showing your best chef hand, present your pictures, your reels, and your videos, and tag ABG. So, welcome back, welcome back. I hope you got all the deets that you need for the contest, period. Today I had an inkling for some good old-fashioned sweet potato pie. And that's what I'm going to be making. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these desserts in my house because it's just me and the kids here. And believe it or not, the kids are not heavy on cakes and stuff. They like candy, but they're not big on like cakes and pies and puddings. They just do like candy and chips. So I don't know. Y'all hit me up if you're like, hey, let me get a slice of that cake because I got to get rid of this cake. If you having an event and want the whole cake, I probably slide that to you too. Anyway, y'all, let's get into the tutorial, shall we? All right, y'all, so I'm going to start making my water first. I think that it's only 3 that are required, so I'm going to make 5. So I click my water filtration system, get recipe, and then I have cold water cup. And it's picked up my water cups that I keep over here next to the filtration system. We got that 3rd button, so y'all know what that means. We did it right. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up the water recipe, but you know, get it how you live. And now I gotta ground my nutmeg or grate it. I think that's the proper term. I'm gonna finish this up and then come back. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Just a real quick walkthrough on how to use the grater. You res it, click the get recipe like for every other appliance. Find your recipe once it pops up. If you don't see it on the first page, hit the next button until you do. And it looks like maybe we skipped it, so I'm going to hit the previous button. And voila, I found it. It's number 5. I click the number 5. And then I get the pop-up menu, and it's like, hey, are you trying to use this nutmeg? I say yes. And then after that, it's really that simple, y'all. You get that 3rd button, which means you did it right. Okay, y'all, so the next step is to make our coconut milk, which simply requires a coconut in the water cup, which is one of the ones we made earlier. Now, you got to crack these coconuts. I'm going to insert a video so y'all can see what I look like cracking my coconuts. But you have to click the coconuts until they crack in order to be able to use them. And voila. Now all I need to do is use the blender. So I'm going to click it. That's literally all you have to do. Click get recipe. And just like with the other one, we find what we need from our menu. Luckily for us, coconut milk is at the top, so I'm going to select number 1, just like it is on the menu. And then my blender is going to say, hey, here are all the ingredients that I pulled. Is this what you want me to use? And I'm going to verify it against the coconut milk recipe. And if all is good, I'm going to click the corresponding numbers to pick up the ingredients. Now you all don't have to move the menu. You can click it where it is. I'm moving it for the sake of the video. And then y'all see I got that third button, which means I got the recipe right. So we're going to click it and voila. Okay, y'all, on to our final prep, which is just to simply boil the sweet potatoes. And then we're going to work on putting everything together. Now, all you need for this recipe is the saucepan, 2 sweet potatoes, 2 water cups, and a thing of salt. One thing to note about ingredients, if you see the same thing on there multiple times, that means you need that item multiple times. Hence, you see water cups twice, sweet potatoes twice, and then only salt once. So let's get this thing started, shall we? We're going to click our appliance. Now notice with the pan, if you click the top, all it does is open and close it. You got to click the actual saucepan. And then you will get the infamous pop-up of get recipe or exit. Of course, we're going to click get recipe. And then we're going to search through the menus until we find what we need, which ours happens to be number 3, boiled sweet potatoes. And then I'm going to click 3. And now your saucepan is telling you, hey, these are the ingredients I picked up that align with the recipe. Is this what you want me to do? Now keep in mind, it's only going to pick up what you have out. So if stuff is missing, you're not going to get a notification or anything. It's just going to eat your ingredients. So we're going to do water cup number 1. You can click these in whatever order you want. I personally like to do them in line with either the recipe on the website or whatever I have written down. And that's how I make sure I have everything. Again, do what works for you. These are some tips and tricks that have worked for me. And I'm going to click both of the sweet potatoes. And then the last ingredient should be this salt, because there are only 5. There are only 5 ingredients. And I'm gonna click number 1. And if we did this right, I should get a third button. Maybe it'll say boil. I don't know. Some of them say different things. Like this says cook instead. But when you go from just these 2 buttons to that third one, that means you got the recipe right. So our sweet potatoes are boiling. We are going to come back when it's time to combine everything. All right, y'all. So real quick, navigating through the menu, y'all know the ABG rule of thumb is if an ingredient is bold, it's a prep dish. So you have to do these bolded things before you can do this final sweet potato pie tray. So whipped cream is easy. I think it's like heavy cream, icing sugar, and vanilla extract. So that's not anything too complicated. We can do this at the very end. Whipped cream is quick and easy. But what we might need to work on is the baked sweet potato pie. So we're going to click that, which brings us to another recipe. And as you can see, it says this overall recipe takes 10 minutes and 10 seconds when you do the baking portion. But if you look down under our ingredients, we got more bolded items, which means what? Prep dish. So let's see what's in the pie crust. And the pie crust is pie dough. And basically, I just keep clicking until all the ingredients look basic like that with no bold. So water cups, we already made those. And then for the pie dough, I just need to mix these ingredients. So let's go do that, shall we? All right, now, as you can see, according to the recipe, you need your cake bowl, which we are going to click. It gave us the menu, just like all of the other appliances. We either get recipe or exit. Of course, we're going to click get recipe. And then it's going to tell us here are all the recipes we have. We're doing pie dough, which is number 4. So we're going to click that. And now it's going to pick it up. There are only 5 ingredients in the recipe, so this should be an easy one. So let's see. Water cup, salt, sugar, flour, butter. Yep. So let's just go ahead and get this party started, shall we? I'm singing the music, 'cause everything else is always copywritten, baby. I can use it today, but tomorrow somebody might make a claim. So I'm singing this song, so y'all don't have to sit in silence alone. And as y'all can see, we got that third option, which means we got it right. All right, y'all, so y'all think you know how this about to go. You just click the cake mixer, get recipe, find the sweet potato filling recipe, click the number, and then you go through and verify your ingredients. Again, I can't stress enough, when you click that menu and that recipe and them ingredients pop up, compare it to the recipe. Whether you use the tablet, whether you have some sort of picture up, compare it. I see so many people in the group fighting for their life because they don't have the right ingredients res. And when they're done, they realize all of the stuff that they put out has been ate up and they got to start all over again from the bottom. Okay. In my opinion, one of the easiest parts of the recipe is making the pie crust. All you need is the pastry board and your pie dough, and you good to go. Click get recipe. There's only one right now anyway. And then you get to rolling. Side note, kind of OOC. Some of y'all ask me how I get like my animations and stuff like that. Do y'all sleep on the ABG animation mat? Because that's where they come from. There's a lot of good animations and props in there. All you need is to know how to adjust your position and a little imagination, and you can have the same level of RP as me. I think a lot of y'all, it's about you having confidence in yourself. Just take the leap and try things. Okay, family, so now it is time for us to bake our sweet potato pie. You only need 3 trusty ingredients: your sweet potato filling, which we've already made, your pie crust, and your pie top. Now, if you're anything like me, you saw the pie top and thought, oh, I gotta go to the store to buy a pie top. But let me cook, literally and figuratively. When you make this second prep dish, that's the pie crust, it comes as a cluster when it hits your inventory. And I'm gonna show y'all. So here is how it shows up when you've completed it. And that gives you the pie crust and the pie top. So let me see. It gives you both when you make the pie crust. So don't fret, it's not in the store. You make it yourself, but it comes as one. That's the same thing I noticed with the coconut milk. When you make coconut milk, you get a thing of milk and you get the coconut shavings. So keep those things in mind when you start making things, the new things, especially when it comes to the desserts. Look in your inventory for the clusters. All right? All right. So now I am going to click the tart pies tin because that's the dish that we need to use to make this. And I'm just going to put my ingredients together. So you click it just like everything else. Get recipe. And then baked apple, banana, key lime, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. There we go. So we're going to click that. And then it should pick up my 3 ingredients, my filling, my pie crust, and my pie top, which it did. So we just gonna use them up. Okay, and then the next is the crust. You all can go in whatever order you want to. I just do what feels tingly in my brain. And then, voila, we got that third button. Bake, 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 or whatever Rihanna said. And now your pie is ready to be put in the oven, ladies and gents. And when I say put it in the oven, y'all, I'm only talking about role play. You don't have to physically put the pie in the oven. I wanted to clarify for y'all. I'm like, where do I buy the oven? All right, y'all, it's time for the easiest part of the recipe. Please excuse the fact that I am hanging off the counter almost. My counter is full of dirty dishes right now, period. So we are going to grab our cake bowl so that we can make the whipped cream. It only takes 3 ingredients. So we're going to click it, get recipe, whipped cream, number 1. Click that. And you have our heavy cream, vanilla extract, and icing sugar. Not to be confused with regular sugar. So we're going to click our vanilla extract. Our icing sugar. And the last ingredient will be our heavy cream. And we got that third button. So y'all know what that means. GM's, good meals, period. Y'all, we have finally made it to the end of the road. About to tear this pie up. You can't have a slice, 'cause my back is wide. This pie is all mine. And just so y'all know, 'cause don't nobody come, is she body shamed? No. I said my back. Period. So once you see this cake stand, know that the cake stand is to ABG desserts as to what the prep tray is for the ABG meals, meaning you're at the end when you gotta pull out the cake stand. So let's click it, because it's just as easy to use as all the other appliances. So we click it, get recipe. We're gonna find our recipes. Make sure you're paying attention, because there is a Joss sweet potato pudding tray, and then there is the sweet potato pie. So if you're not paying attention, beloved, you could select the wrong thing from the menu. I have done that a time or two. So we're going to click the sweet potato pie tray, which is in the second page of the menu. So we click in number 4, because that's what it is. And then it should recognize our 2 ingredients, which is just your baked pie and your whipped cream. And it did. So I'm going to select my baked sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie. And whipped cream. And what y'all see? Y'all see that third button? Which means it was I just wanna be successful. Or whatever Trey Songz said. Hit the bake button. And from there, it will only take you a total of 15 seconds to receive your delectable, delicious, mouth-watering, scrumptiously rich, sweet potato pie tray. Bingo! And there it is. Y'all want to see what it look like? Here you go. Y'all, the video speaks for itself. If the visuals don't make you want to go out and cop your stuff on the second, I don't know what will. If you know, like I know, you'll enter that contest so you can get at least 1 piece for free. Because I'm also giving out cash, meaning you can take your cash prize and buy the rest. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all to life. Peace.